Hello. Today we are going to be finding linear regression or line of best fit, and I'm going to also show you how to find the correlation coefficient on our graphing calculators. So to start off with, let's have some data here. We need to know we've got two variable data. Okay. On this one, we're going to have our independent variable is our x. Our x, and our dependent is our y. So as we enter, here's our calculator. We're going to enter our in statistics. So do this stat, S-T-A-T. We are going to enter the information. So we need to put that on edit is already highlighted. So number one there, and we're going to edit. We need to make sure that our x variables are on list 1 and our y variables are in list 2. And that's very important as we enter this data. So we're going to come over here and we got to make sure that they're lined up. So let's see, our first data, Alex is 70 months. So we're going to, actually, I'm just going to go through and do the x variables first, 70. And make sure you're very careful when you enter them. I'm going to pause for a second, and you may pause as well to get yours entered, and we'll get these entered in the calculator and come right back. Okay, now we're back with the data entered in the calculator. Our x variables are in list 1 and our y variables are in list 2. All right, so let's double check that. I always double check because I make lots of mistakes. So we'll come over here to the calculator. We'll look. Do we have to be matched up? So 70 needs to be with our 44 and 20 with 26, and go through and double check that those are correct and then lined up right. Okay. All right, so we are now, I'm going to show you how we go ahead and find the line of best fit. So under the statistics button, we're going to arrow to the right to choose, highlight, calculate. We're going to choose option 4 for linear regression. So if you click on 4, it takes us right to show us that the X list is in our L1 and our Y's are in our L2. We're going to hit either arrow down or enter till you get to calculate. You'll hit enter and it gives us our y. It's showing us our y equals ax plus b, where our a, it's giving us our a, that is our slope, and it's going to tell us our b, and that is our y-intercept. Well, over here, let's go ahead and fill out our line of best fit for this data. And we're going to round to 2 decimal places. So our A, our slope is 0.19. And then our y-intercept is 28. It looks like 79, and then that's a 5. So that goes up to 28.8. And here our line of best fit is y equals 0.19x plus 28.8. This calculator also is really nice for us to calculate, to tell us the correlation coefficient. And I'm going to show you how to find that on your calculator. There's a couple different ways I'm going to show you. One way is to just, well, the way I like, well, I'll show both ways. So if you hit second and come down to 0, above that, that says catalog. It brings us to the catalog on the calculator, and we are going to arrow down until we get to our diagnostics, and we want to turn our diagnostics on. Okay, we come to, some people can see how to get right to D. I'm going to show you diagnostic on. We want to hit enter, and then we hit enter again so you know it's done. How you know it's correct is if we come back to our statistics, move over to calculate and choose that option 4 and calculate R. We now have showing our R is our correlation coefficient. We will not need the R squared for what we're doing now. So there, that's on. And we know if we want to let's see, round that to 2 decimal places. Our correlation coefficient for this data is 0.93, which is positive and very strong. Let me just show you real quick another way to turn the correlation, the diagnostics on, is if you come to this mode, hit mode, and you can arrow down until you go to stat diagnostics. And do you see how we already have it highlighted? We did already turn it on right here. You can turn it off and on at that point. So that's another way to get your correlation coefficient. All right, I hope this helped. Have a great day.